Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Hearthstone. We're going to continue in on the arena run that we had going on, which was, it was going pretty well. I mean, it wasn't doing too bad. So we had one win, which is good. I mean, we have a 100% win ratio right now. Our goal with the deck was to try to get big creatures out fairly quickly, but that first game was bad, and we almost lost it. Thankfully, the other guy just ran out of options to take care of the things that we were bringing out, which helped us out quite a bit. So we'll hope for the best here. I don't think we'll have any issues. I have a hair in my mouth. Don't you hate that feeling? Because you can feel it. There we go. But you can't get rid of it. You're like grabbing around. You're like, come on, hair. At least it's not a super long one.
Versus Jaina.
It's a Jaina? Okay. I go second, and I am dropping all of these cards. Goodbye, all of you. So we gotta be careful with the mage, because she has that 2-coster. Oh, perfect, in innervate. She has that 2-coster, which means if I have anything that I bring out with 1 HP, she could just kill it on her second turn. And that's not nice. Ooh. Nice move there. Ooh. We can, that's what, 3 mana? We can turn 2 Ventrico Mercenary. Let's do it. That is a very deadly play. It's a mean thing, and it will force her to sheep it if she has one in her hand. So this will be interesting. Let's do it. So we're gonna, yeah, shut up. We're gonna do that. Which gives us 4. This gives us 5. Boom. Suddenly, big scary creature on the ground.
My thanks.
So this is the whole goal here. This is what we were trying to do from the beginning with this deck when we were drafting it. It's like we were gonna, you know, it's a pretty scary card, so maybe possibly doing one of these rushdown decks with, or not rushdown deck, that's a bad word for it. Kind of like a very hard to deal with deck. There we go. Yeah, you just do that. Well, let's see here. What can we do? I honestly don't think we should give up 7 direct damage. There's a lot of damage to be able to do. Especially because I have a feeling they may have pulled a taunt. Right, so we'll take 1 damage, bring that guy down to 1. In case we need to swipe. Because then we could swipe and get rid of it, you know. So that was my justification there of why I wanted to bring that guy down to 1 health. Ooh. That was like the perfect thing they could have played.
Thank you.
So, yeah, let's just, how do we want to handle this? We have 4 mana, we could swipe. It's probably going to be the best thing we could do. And just get rid of this guy. Because I can steamroll pretty quickly. And I would try to take care of the big game hunter, but I just didn't have enough mana.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Ooh, he's pulling a lot of good cards. I got a lot of big guys, but you know, nothing too crazy here. Can't play a taunt, but I can play a divine shield. And I'm gonna take 4 damage regardless, so let's take 3 instead rather than 4, you know. And if they have a Pyroblast in hand, they can kill me coming up here real soon. So this is it's a difficult situation to be in. He's going to try to rush me down. He's got 4 damage he could do to me. That brings me down to 9. And then if he has a Pyroblast in 2 turns, he could use it and kill me straight up. So precarious situation. There's Fireball. Okay. So it gets me low. Brings me down to 3 health. The only thing I could really do here is play this. Right.
Join or
Do that and hope for the best. Otherwise, this is totally a loss. A pretty quick loss, too. Come on. Get lucky. I don't think I do have 1 heal on this. I have that Ancient of Lore, right? Which gives me 5 health.
Me and Mr. Bitey.
Which wouldn't be enough to save me if they did have a Pyroblast. See, if this was constructed, you could be like, oh, they totally have a Pyroblast. You know, I'm dead any turn here. But they don't. But they could. Here's the other thing. They could have another, like, Fireball attack. So you always got to be careful with that. I think we should go with the card draw here. Or give +1 attack. That gives that to 5. That won't help because nothing has over 4 health here. However, that would allow me to trade. Okay. Okay, let's draw a card. Let's see what we get. Not quite what I was hoping for. So we'll do this.
Justice shall prevail.
Trade like that. Get rid of this.
Or die.
Which gives me a good position unless they have a spell. And then I'm dead, which chances are he has a spell. Yeah, there it goes.
Well played.
Pyroblast. Knew it. Yeah, there was no way I was getting out of that. Unfortunately, mages and priests do really freaking well in Arena right now. And when you play against one, chances are, if you don't have an early lead, you're going to die very quickly. And that's just the balance of the game right now. However, we have a new patch coming up here soon, which should change all that, so shouldn't really have to worry too much about it. But it's unfortunate to play against a mage and to just get rushed down like that. Usually that's the last thing you want to do, you know, in those situations, is rush somebody down, because you have to have the momentum to keep it up afterwards. And in which case he did. He had a Pyroblast, so he knew if he got me below 10 health, I was dead unless I had a heal, which is fairly unlikely.
Valfurion versus
Strangely
Jaina.
enough, playing a druid.
You asked for it.
I must protect the
Okay. Let's get... Oh, there's that Ancient of Lauren. Let's get rid of it. I'm just going to get rid of the entire hand because they're all terrible. Okay. That didn't help. At all.
My greetings.
And that didn't really help. That gives us a turn 2 option to kind of get us a little ahead on mana. So we're going to play the patient game here. Just like break all this.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Yeah, is this the same guy? I don't know. I wasn't looking at the name last turn. Or last game. I was going to play that Wild Growth, but I actually think I should play this Organ Infiltrator. It's a guaranteed way of removing that Apprentice. Because what it does is it makes their spells cost 1 less, which is very bad for me. So we'll see. Unless they're going to play a spell here and get rid of it. Nope, just going to attack me directly. That's fine.
You know, take candle.
Oh man, this is like lesser of 2 evils. Which one would I rather have? Or, oh, why didn't I think of that? I could give it 4 health and taunt, right? So that makes it so 5 health brings it down to 3, so 2. That might be a very good play here. Let's do it.
First.
Job done.
Which means that'll trade very well, actually. I think that was the best play I could have done there. I really need to use that Wild Growth soon, but I think getting rid of that Apprentice was what I needed to do. Because then he's going to trade directly here, which is fine because that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Another Apprentice poop, you know. Can't really do much about that. Or actually, I can. So we're going to, instead of using the Silence, we're just going to do the 2 damage. Get rid of it. Board clearing. Nice. Next turn we have the Druid of the Claw, where we could Wild Growth. It's going to sheep it. I don't think that was the best choice because I have much scarier things in here for him to want to sheep. But he doesn't know that, obviously. So let's do this. And put that down, which buffs our sheep. MVS, most valuable sheep. Oh, come on, that was good. That was good. It's not MVP. That would be most valuable pony. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get rid of that very quickly. Thankfully, I can, so I'm not too concerned there. We have a few options with it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the charge. Just get rid of it directly. Use this, attack, and he's... this. Now what this does, and to explain my action here, this forces him to try and use this extra, to use his Fire Blast to clear it, right? Which frees up 2 of his mana. So then he only has 4 mana for this turn, which limits the options that he can do. And that was an intentional thing. I could have played the taunt, and I could have just you know, gone with my normal turn there and had the Druid have more HP, but then the amount of options he would have had on this turn are much greater. So I kind of wanted to force that Fire Blast, is what I was doing there. Just so you know. Light on, light off. Light on, light off. Light on, light off. This environment is so good. It's well designed. You know, this actually tells the real time of what it is. It's or it should be. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, 942. That's what it's reading. It's hard to see because this hand is not showing correctly. Okay, we could Ravenhold Assassin, or we can Fen Creeper. If we Fen Creeper, that gives us the option to... I think we should Fen Creeper, so that way he can't get rid of our wolf. And then I think we should summon a 3... Oh, but 1/1 is pretty good. That brings this wolf up to 3/3. Let's do it. Which means that he won't die when he does this. Perfect. Keeping the board clear. You always want a board advantage if you can possibly get it. And a lot of people who are new to card games, but specifically Hearthstone, have it. Oh man, I'm so glad he used that on that, not what I've got coming up. A lot of people who are new at board games have a hard time figuring out when to play those, when to do the board clearing and stuff like that. Okay, so what we're gonna try here is we're gonna attack with my sheep. Okay, it's not gonna trigger his secret. What will probably trigger the secret, and this is the scary part, is if he has a mirror thing that he's got. Six, 7, or 7/5. 7/5 is easier to deal with, but it does have stealth.
You got a problem.
Is he gonna mirror it? I think he is. Yep.
I hear you got a problem.
So what I'm gonna do then is this.
Job done.
Bring that to a 10/7. The reason I didn't do the Boulder Fizz Ogre is because it would have 7 HP, which is much harder to deal with. And because this guy's in stealth, that's why he couldn't just attack that. Okay, so let's play pretty much the only two things that I have an option for here. So let's do this. Just get that off the board, just in case, you know. We'll play this. Get us some spell power, which we don't really need. And that was the proper order to play that in, by the way, was playing the Ogre and then the Mage. That way, the Mage gives the Ogre the spell power. Otherwise, it wouldn't give it. Because it's a battle cry and it's not an effect like the wolf is. That was a good move, freezing that. That was actually a pretty smart thing to do. Yeah, we're just gonna play everything we got here. See, that's fun, because then I can just trade. So I'm not too concerned about that. Alright, we'll see what he does here. It'll be interesting to see. I'm top decking, so I'm kind of hoping for the best. But I do have some really good cards in here, which is kind of like the only positives I could take about top decking this deck is I know that I have some good cards, which means, you know, top decking isn't so bad, but what comes with the bad part of it is I don't have options. And because I don't have options, that's why top decking is bad for this. You think he's just going to trade out here? Yep, of course he's going to do that.
Pay attention, class.
Which I don't really see why he would have done that, because I'm just going to trade directly here anyways, you know? Like, we're going to play this, which is going to force 2 of his mana. We're going to do this, which will do that, and we're just going to ignore... I know that's a bad idea, because he can easily get a lot of things out with that, but I can't kill it directly. Ah, delicious water. So we know he doesn't have a 10-coster in his hand. Or maybe he does. Oh, maybe he does. Oh, look, perfect. Deal 5 damage. Happens to be exactly how much health you have, buddy. Yeah, it's funny is we're both in really bad positions here. Someone could just draw the card they need, and then they pretty much win the game. Which is the problem with top decking, obviously. So we'll see what he's able to play. He's not looking at either of his cards, which tells me he pretty much knows what they are. So it could be... I don't know. I don't know what he would have, to be perfectly honest. He keeps looking at that Dalaran Mage going, like, oh, I wonder, it's too fun, it's too, you know, what is he going to do with it? Just curious.
What to do? What to do?
To do indeed. I could do 3 damage every turn at this rate, unless I pull something that I can play. Which doesn't put me in a good position. It would take at least 5 turns to kill him. Little factoid there. With just this.
What to do?
Did he disconnect? Did he... He may have. No, he's looking around. He might just be wasting time. He might know that...
Someone's out on me.
Okay, an interesting play. So, I think I should just get things out here. So a 3/2 Panther is quite good. Right? Another armor here. How do I want to handle this? I could do 3 damage to him. I think I should.
Where am I?
Because that means he would have to trade with the Panther, if that's what he wanted to do, so. Unless he has another option, so we'll see. I wonder what that first card is right here. If it's curious, because you're like, if it was good enough to play, he would have played it by now, so I'm curious what it is. You know, maybe it's a Pyroblast. It could be. He could just be holding on to it because he knows that I could pull out like a 10-10, you know? Like, that would be a really bad position for him to be in suddenly, but then he could use that Pyroblast and possibly get rid of it. So, yeah, I'm kind of curious what he's got. What's he going to do? If he starts rushing me down, I'm almost guaranteed, or I'm almost convinced that it would be a Pyroblast, but we'll see.
Is my shield.
I mean, obviously you would play that taunt. Why is he taking so long to do his turns, though? That's what gets me. I think he's doing the math. Trying to figure it out. Oh, perfect. 1/1 and taunt.
Shield for Argus.
But... I can't attack because I'm frozen.
Can't do that.
So, here's the thing. Do I pop the shield? Because he's going to do it anyways. I'm going to make him to do that. I'm going to force him to do that. Yeah. Because that makes his turn, he has to pop that shield if that's what he wants to do. In order to get through my taunt. Or he's going to get through my taunt with the Frost Elemental. And then he's going to use the Tauren to get through to me and just attack me directly. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think your RNG is good with that one. Or maybe it is, because now you could just get rid of it. Damn it.
Well played.
I think he's just going to attack me directly. Let's see here. He can do 7 damage to me. 6. He can do 6 damage to me.
Into the breach.
Let's get rid of that. Let's see what he does. Game's not over yet. I could pull a taunt. Or something. I could pull something. This is tense. Please don't pull a spell. Although I wish that he would make his turns go a little quicker. Maybe, is that just me? Does everybody do this? Does everybody take like a really freaking long time to play their turns? Or is it just like literally me who is quick? I mean, I think about what I'm going to do, but I think about all the possibilities that are coming, so I know kind of what I could combo together. It kind of boggles my mind why he has 2. Okay, Let's be honest. He has 2 cards in his hand. He could play his Fire Blast. He's just wasting time here is what he's doing. Just play your turn. You can't do a whole lot. Just play your turn. It's very obvious what you could do, I'm sure. I'm sure you have either one really good card, one really bad card, or 2 really bad cards. Or don't play your turn. That would be great, too. Actually, I just thought about that. Yeah, let the time run out. Just let me go.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Why wouldn't you just play that? Like, why is he... Like, of course you would do that. Why would he take so freaking long to do it? I don't understand why he took so long to play his stupid turn. Yeah. We'll see if I draw anything good. Come on. Oh, that's not going to help. I thought it was Wild Growth, now the Innervate. Well, that's done.
I can see.
All right, let's do another game. I think he was just actually screwing with me, just taking forever on his turns. Because he literally went down to the last second on his turn, and yet there was one thing he could have done, which is thrown down the Auctioneer and played the Frost Nova if he wanted to, and then just attack. So, yeah. If you do that in the game, you are a douchebag, and you probably shouldn't play. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. It's like the people who constantly spam emotes. It's like, really? You're not getting anything out of this. Just stop. It's stupid. I can squelch you. So you're just wasting your own time. Squelching makes it so I can mute them, basically. This arena, well, is not going very well.
Watch your back.
I must protect the wild.
Okay. What do we got? We got nothing that we want here. All stupidly high cards. Rogues are very good at removal, so I gotta be careful here. Although I did get an Organ Infiltrator for my first turn, which is quite good. I could keep him stealth and use this pretty much as guaranteed 2 damage on something. Oops. Come on. Deal.
The pleasure
My
is
green.
mine.
Call these again. Same arena as last time. It's unfortunate because I was playing with like the different things on the other ones. It's just really fun. I wish there was more you could do.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Yeah, typical rogue maneuver. Okay, what do we got here? Nothing. I can't really play anything here. So we're just gonna removal.
Wilds.
Come on. Come on.
First.
I'm playing faster than the game can take. So that used his coin, so he doesn't have a coin. So I need to make sure I keep that in my mind, that he can't play something out of his turn. Like out of his mana range, because he is a rogue, and he's already used his coin, so. Alright, what do we got? We can Magma Rager. That's pretty good, because he's not a mage, you can't attack it directly with, you know, something that isn't gonna, unless he uses a spell, in which case then I used up his turn, which is quite nice. But if he wants to remove it with his weapon, then he takes 5 damage anyways, which is kind of nice. No, I think it's just going to attack me directly. No, okay, he's going to use that. That's fine. Not going too well. Can't really play anything. I can't play this, and I could do this. I'm not going to attack the dude with 5 freaking health. Would be a bad idea. I'm hoping that I get some type of removal here soon. Come on, play your turn.
So many options.
Mm-hmm. Just waiting. Yeah, I know you're gonna attack me directly, so hurry up. Come on. He's going for the rush down, which means if I get a taunt out, I'm in a good spot. Okay, what do we got? Oh, a taunt. Hey, perfect. Actually, that would work well right here. Because that means he'll burn a... Here's my prediction. He's gonna burn a removal spell to get rid of my taunt, and he's just gonna keep burning me down. And then we'll lose the game that way, but I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. By the way, what is the other? Draw 2 cards or restore 5. Draw 2 cards is not bad on that, actually. I mean, it's a 7 coster to draw 2 cards, and it's only a 5/5, but I might need that extra HP, I'm thinking. And usually you don't want to take heals. I know it sounds weird, but if you're in a position where you need to heal, you're probably not doing well anyways.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do we got? Oh, we got removal. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Attack him directly. GG. Nice. That actually went a fairly well turn for me because that cleared his board, which is always nice. You know, because clearing the board sometimes could be very difficult when he can throw a lot of things out like that, especially using the Device Ringleader, which is a pretty valuable card to him. And he had to play another card to get the Device Ringleader to pop out one, which just gave me yet another target to clear. So that's nice. And now he's going to take 2 damage from that, which is fine, is what I expected. So what options do I have? I could play Druid of the Claw. That wouldn't be a bad choice. I could play Ancient of Lore and draw cards. I think that's what I should do because I'm going to need options here coming up.
Job done.
Another Ventrico Mercenary and a Boulder Fist Ogre. I think our goal now is just to get a lot of really scary things out and to go with that. Because if we can get a lot of scary things out, we can force removal on some of them. And then we can burn them down with my Ventrico Mercenaries, my Ravenhold Assassin. I mean, these all do 7 damage. So, whoops. If they're allowed to attack, I could kill him with one of them in 3 turns, or 2 of them in 1.5 turns, and it's just, yeah, it could get very good. Now the real question is he gonna trade and do 1 damage to me? Because then he'll take 5 damage. I don't think that was the right choice for him, and he'll see why in a second here when I bust out like all these really crazy things. That was a bad idea for him. That's a very bad idea. Okay, cool. That puts us in a good position. So let's bust this out.
I hear you got a problem.
And then we'll end our turn. That gives us 9 mana next turn, which could give us a taunt. So we could 5, 6, 7, or we can, you know, get one of these guys out and then do one of these. Or we could draw a card, which might be good. It's nice having the options. I don't need the spell power though. I don't really have any removal right now. Come on.
Hello, brother.
This
Okay.
is our town,
That's not bad, actually. That's not as bad as that looks, having Illidan.
Yeah, beat it.
Because if I pull a swipe, then most of that's dead anyways, you know? Okay. Here's what we do. We have a 4, 5, 6. Or we could 5. That would be 4 attack. I could get his Illidan down kind of low. I could clear his Illidan this turn, actually.
Where shall I strike?
Yep. And then we will... Should we give it 1/1, which gives this guy 8, which means I do 8 damage to him? Yeah, I think we should do that. Rather than the Defender of Argus, which is what I was going to do. But the Defender of Argus gives us more options next turn, so...
Problem solved.
And then we will get rid of this, which limits what he can do, obviously, against my Ravenhold Assassin there. So this, if he can't take care of this, we win in the next turn. So I think that was a good turn for us. I think him pulling Illidan a lot of people would be like, oh gosh, legendary Illidan, oh, that could be scary, and then would react a little too easily to that. Okay, so he's going to wipe it, but that wipes his board, which is fine because that gives us, I mean, we still have options in our hand. We have some really scary options here. We could Azure Drake right into Ventrico Mercenary, or we could Boulder Fist Ogre, throw down a Defender of Argus. I think we Azure Drake, damn, into Ventrico Mercenary, which gets us card draw and then gets us a scary guy on the board that could kill him next turn if we need to by playing the Defender of Argus. You know, if we lose our Azure Drake, so we have options and that's good, which is what I wanted. Which is I think pulling the card draw was what I needed to do there
Drink with me,
on the Ancient of Lore. What was the point of that? You just wasted mana.
We must cleanse the sun.
Oh, that was to get him out. Right. Okay, that makes sense. 'Cause I don't think you can actually throw him out without using that battle cry. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna draw a card, see what we get. Anything good? Actually, that is quite good. So let's do 2 damage to all other minions. Let's do this.
Job done.
Right, just reduce the damage that I'm going to be taking. And yeah, that brings him down to 6 health. Which if he can't take care of my Azure Drake, he's dead next turn. And he's able to return to my hand, okay. Which actually is nice because that gets me card draw. That does buy him a turn, but that gets me card draw. So we're in a, I mean, look, he's got 1 card in his hand. He's top decking and we have a full hand of really scary stuff. So this is pretty much in the bag. I'm not too concerned. Unless he pulls something crazy, which I doubt he will. Okay, let's do pretty much our same move. Card draw. Yeah, and there's a taunt, but we're going to give this a 1/1,
For Argus.
Job's done.
which means he can't attack me directly. So even if he does pull out like a really scary charge minion, that he wouldn't be able to kill me. So yeah, that doesn't really help, but it does draw him a card.
The gates are open.
Okay, that's actually a good draw for him. That's probably the best thing he could have pulled, was a taunt like that. Unfortunately for him, that means the game is over.
Sorry.
So we'll do this. For attack.
Into the breach.
Well played.
Cool. That could have gone a lot worse, and it actually went fairly well, so cool. I was almost expecting a loss there. Oh, 2 more games, and then I get, is that 100 gold? That's nice. 2-2, not bad. We'll finish this, obviously, in tomorrow's episode. And I don't know, maybe we can get a couple more wins out of it. I think we were pretty unlucky with the mage game that we had there, but the rogue game went way better. So we'll see how well we can do here. But on that note, we'll see you guys next time.